When you're thinking about microservices as a subject in itself, that's software development. So you're going to think about whatever your favorite editor is. We won't get into that. You can use whatever you want. But at some point, you have to push a button, and you have to compile it and build it and test it, and you want to make sure that that's automated. So Git, Jenkins. There's a number of other components that are really out in the world. They're part, and I think this is an important aspect of it. It's important to step back and separate the value that you're adding with your whatever your services or the software that you're building, and then really be objective about the value that's kind of been added by the world and is yours just to adopt. So things like that are very easy to pick up and use, and it has a double benefit that it helps sort of industrialize this notion, because there's a big community of developers who are familiar with those tools. If you are in the vendor space, your customers will become increasingly familiar with them, or they're teachable in a good way. I think from our perspective, I'd have to also highlight that we've put a lot of energy into Kubernetes in terms of orchestrating containers across our portfolio and really helping us think through our architecture and sort of the supporting things that you need in a microservices architecture. Things like discovery, things like being able by a recipe to auto-scale, to spin things up, to tear them down, to just give them business rules for that. Those things are difficult to get right. You want to have a platform that has some mass and some scale to it to do it. Now, what we do is at least at this point, everything that's required with our product we ship with. So we don't have a dependency on anybody's particular platform to take those things unless somebody wants it. But we have felt like it was important to make real intellectual investment in the nuances of Kubernetes and really sort of understand how to architect around it. And so we've put a lot of energy there.